Hi there, my name is Troels and welcome to yet another episode in Soundpaint. I'm giggling a little bit because I just tried to shoot this video on a teleprompter and it was like the most cringy thing I've ever seen. If you ever use a teleprompter, you're gonna see like the most soulless rendition of yourself. So we're never gonna take that path. I'm never gonna be a perfect artificial intelligence. In fact, we're here to embrace a little element of imperfection. We want technology to be human. We want it to ooze of life. We want it to be slightly imperfect, like a real drummer. He doesn't play a completely measured groove. He has his pocket in his own way. That's the groove. That's the rhythm of life. Speaking of rhythm of life, welcome to our Pop 40 series. This is a tailor-made high-end production series where we've been studying the trends in Top 40 for years and really trying to learn from all the producers and our favorite performers in terms of what they're doing production-wise, particularly with the percussion and their drums. So our Pop 40 line, and we have several libraries in this series here, is really designed to nail those trends. And even though a lot of people, myself included, sometimes tend to look at Top 40 as very simple, simplistic music, it's actually one of the hardest things to do. That bass drum that might sound like boring and monotonous, it's really pinpointedly designed to fit that given spectrum in the music, really sit well in the speakers. The hi-hats are sweet on the ear, not too piercing, but still sort of in a little, I like to talk about porcupines in the mix. They have a little spike in the mix, but it's not too hard in the ear. It's just a beautiful layout. That's been taking us years, and I'm sure it takes the producers that are making these tracks years as well, sometimes to build up these production sounds because they're really tailor-made. Now, Soundpaint is what we like to call a post-apocalyptic technology. We sort of think of ourselves that we begin when we stop with the loops. And that means when we have drums like these here, we have 5 different production kits, one in each octave. You got bass drums on C, you got snares on D, you got claps on E, you got sweet hi-hats on F sharp and so forth, the normal MIDI layout. But they're not single shot samples. In fact, the Soundpaint technology will render all samples in real time, giving you 127 discrete velocities for every single key. What does that mean? Well, it means that, for example, even if I'm playing synth drums, and you're going to see that in this video, well, I'm not going to play because Nicholas is going to play. But when Nicholas plays the synth drums, you'll notice that he can groove it like a real drum kit because he's getting 127 different variations of that sample on the key. So it's very analog, it's very organic and alive. But without further ado, let's get into it. This library is the 4th installment in our Pop 40 series. We like to call this one Post. Post is inspired by one of the most popular post-pop kind of producers and performers, aka a rock star. And we really went deep into his production methodology and his producers as well and learned everything we could and then infused our own production techniques into it as well. So we really have 5 awesome, beautiful, organic drum kits in that very Pop 40, Top 40 kind of friendly style. But enough with all the talk and technology rants and so forth. I personally love when the instruments are just speaking for themselves, and who better to do that than the keyboard Jedi virtuoso Semrad, who also happens to be one hell of a finger drummer.